what the Soul of Blues is all about. Well, he was a Pink Floyd fan, but anyway, I decided to invest some time in searching for the so-called Soul of Blues, and one fine morning I picked up my guitar and went on down to the crossroads, hoping that the devil will show up and we'll have a nice little chat about the Soul of Blues. But to my disappointment, the devil never showed up. However, that evening I ended up hitching a ride back home with a fine gentleman who engaged me in quite an intellectual conversation. In particular, he told me that he kind of felt trapped in life. Those words stuck with me, and I thought I'll capture his feelings in a song. So here it is. It's called The Trap. I hope it makes you cry. Forest to his left, and ocean to his right. A man walks on, horizon in his side. Waves hit the land, and a cool breeze blows. The moon stands high, slowly as it goes. That was the sound of the wind for those lacking imagination. From the woods flow numbers, a call he cannot avoid. Some pain he needs to fill his insatiable void. Will never be loved. Cursed was his birth. Meaninglessly he dwells. Life's nothing worth. Unnatural silence looms all over the coast. Crashing of waves, to solitude a toast. No clue of life, only stones and sand. No boats, no oars, only sky and trees and water and land. He must walk with the moon and never see daylight. In joys of the world, he has got no right. He has lost all his warts and lost all his wives. No reason but laughs, and without reason he cries. Into water he enters and chills his bones. No sensation he gets. He feels like a stone. He lets his limbs loose, and with waves he leaves. A numbness prevails. Outward his soul creeps. Now there is supposed to be guitar solo here, but I'm feeling a little lazy tonight, so I'm not going to play it. But I thought I'll ask you fine fellas to fill in for the solo with voices in your head. And while you're at it, if you can keep this note in mind. That is the minor 13th in the key of E, and I think it has the right amount of tension for a solo here. You know, the dude's soul just crept out of his body, so we need a tense solo. So please use that note, and I'll give you 4 beats to enjoy the solo, and then we'll move on. So here you go. Well, I'm sorry to be cutting short your entertainment, but we gotta move on, fellas. I hope when you go back home, you'll dwell on the song and work on that solo. But right now, we gotta move on. Just for a quick recap, the dude was walking by the ocean, and it was kind of an isolated and scary spot. And well, he jumped down in the water, and his soul crept out of his body. But it doesn't sound very sad when I put it like that, does it? It's all in the poetry, fellas. It's all in the poetry. Just for your information, those were my blues faces. So I've been, I've realized that there are 3 things to blues: the poetry, the scale, the blues scale, and the blues faces. I've been working on all of them. Okay, anyway, we'll continue. The dude's soul just crept out of his body. A hand descends from heavens and bottles the soul and throws it back in water with now is imprisoned in glass. That's the same as life, and life death walks. He desires to dissolve like a grain of salt in the sea, and to lose his all, with nothing and thus free, like a rat in a trap. He tries to escape, but the ugly-handed sky will never let it be, and never let him be, and never let him free. That was the sound of the wind for those lacking memory. Thank you very much.
Great job, Chris. That was like a comedic and musical performance. It was great. All right, coming up next, we have Jazz Paradox.